What is going on, Flex Zone family? Happy Thursday. It is July 24th. Wow, July is flying by. 2025. I am yours truly, God's favorite host. If you don't know now, you know. Here on the Flex Zone podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it, when you need it. Your home for professional wrestling and more. We are live today on a Thursday afternoon, lunchtime, special emergency live stream here on the Flex Zone podcast. Wow. It's crazy how life unfolds, how things just happen. This week alone, I'm sure for a lot of us, it's been a crazy week in our own lives, our own personal endeavors, our own things going on. And, you build these connections and this rapport with obviously these celebrities, these people that are famous, these people who you see on TV, you see on magazines, you see on social media, you see in these movies, in the wrestling ring, in the case of Terry Bollea, aka Hulk Hogan, as you can see, who has passed away at the age of 71. Just been a crazy week. They say death comes in threes, whatever the cliche is. That has not reigned more true than this week of July. We're in the middle of summer. We all got things going on, vacations, taking time away through the day-to-day work grind. Obviously, us here on the Flex Zone, what we do each and every day, streaming, putting out content for you guys on the YouTube and other avenues. It's crazy to think that, a lot of the people from your childhood, our childhood, my childhood, even a little bit before my childhood, are starting to be non-existent. And it's honestly not about age. It's not about health conditions, because you got this week someone on Monday, Malcolm Jamal Warner, who by all accounts was a stand-up guy, on the camera, in front of it, behind the camera, in his personal life. He was a beacon of light. He was a great actor, but he also was even a better human being overall. He passes away at the age of 54 due to accidental drowning in Costa Rica. Talk about a gut punch. Not to make this all about me, but that's one of the places I would like to visit one day that I haven't been to. Costa Rica, heard great things about it. Then you hear about something like that at the age of 54, and as someone who likes to swim and explore and be in nature when I'm on vacation, That gives me cause to pause. Obviously, you look at a situation, then what? The next day, literally, we get the Prince of Darkness, Ozzy Osbourne, 76. Again, not really old, but we know Ozzy had a hard life. He had his fun, he had his vices like we all do, but he was kicking ass every time he got behind that mic. He put out some of the greatest songs in the rock and metal genre that you will ever hear and will never be duplicated again. Then just to see the humanized side of him, like I said, on reality TV, the recent farewell concert 2 weeks ago. Then we get to today. You get the notification, you see it. Hulk Hogan passes away at age 71 due to cardiac arrest. I got the full story. We're going to read it. We're going to go over it. This is just a cold open just to kind of give you my thoughts immediately as I hit go live and turn on these lights and get behind this camera and talk to you in front of this mic. Kind of just going with the flow. But if you're new here, make sure if you can hit that thumbs up. Every thumbs up you hit, it helps us out tremendously. It pushes us to the recommended and helps other people find what we do here on the Flex Zone. And if you've been here before, you know you'll love it here. Lots of great content. You're watching on X, watching on Facebook. Come on to YouTube. Search the Flex Zone podcast. Join us. I promise. Great fun discussion. This is your show, not my show. I am just a beacon to bring your thoughts to the airways. So let's get into it. Hulk Hogan passes away at 71 years of age. And as we call them here on the Flex Zone, the National Enquirer, aka TMZ, has broken the story. Wrestling legend Hulk Hogan has died at 71 years old, TMZ has learned. Medics were dispatched to the WWE Icon's Clearwater, Florida home early this morning, with operators stating it was regarding a cardiac arrest. We were told, this is TMZ saying, a slew of police cars and EMTs were parked outside Hogan's home. He was carried out on a stretcher and into an ambulance. Cops tell us officials responded around 9:51 a.m. and Hogan was treated by Clearwater Fire and Rescue before taken to a nearby hospital. I have the 911 call, which we'll play in a second, which really isn't much of a call. It's not really much of anything. It's literally a bunch of bleep, kind of would make you wonder why TMZ didn't get maybe better quality. I don't know. I guess they were trying to keep sensitive information safe, but that is the beginning. Let's read a little further on here and get more into the depth of the story. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. There will be a press conference later today, which is Thursday. Just a few weeks away, or a few weeks ago, excuse me, Hogan's wife, Sky, who he recently just got married to in September of 2023, so they were coming up on 2-year anniversary themselves, she openly denied rumors he was in a coma, stating his heart was strong as he recovers from surgeries. Last month, there were rumblings, a story came out of Hulk Hogan potentially being on his deathbed. But that was debunked, and we were told at the time he was dealing with symptoms of a neck procedure that he had in May. Obviously, anytime you get a procedure like that, that is going to take a toll on your body, especially being 70 plus years of age and all of the things that he has been through. Hulk Hogan. You think about, the 22-inch pythons, I'm sure, performance enhancing drugs, the non performance enhancing drugs in another arena that they took in the 80s while they were wrestling, all those things, the constant bumps and just wear and tear on your body that you've been through. I mean, Hulk Hogan since the 80s has been a staple of professional wrestling. Getting that neck procedure back in May, he transformed professional wrestling, whether you want to agree with it or not. Before even coming to the WWE, he catered to really at the time a narrow audience, and he was one of the first pioneers, in my opinion, and this is fact as well, to really transcend the wrestling ring, the wrestling business, into other endeavors: television, Hollywood, commercials. I mean, even as of recently relaunching and getting back into wrestling with Eric Bischoff. the real American beer, things outside. He was working on being, it wasn't his restaurant that's going to be in Times Square, but it is going to be something that is using his likeness and image that is supposed to be opening in Midtown, kind of like a Hulk Hogan themed restaurant. So those were things that were in the works. Let's keep going. Hulkamania was launched in 1984, and it's funny, this was launched after defeating the Iron Sheik, who we lost last year. Now they are both in the next dimension together. Can only imagine the face to face that that is going to be. I wish I could see how that works out wherever they may be. We know Iron Sheik, he loathed Hulk Hogan. We know the shirt, the color, the red and yellow. But Hulkamania took over American Airways in 1984. And then in 1996, the greatest heel turn of all time. No, not John Cena. It is Hulk Hogan, still at Bash at the Beach in 1996 when he became a part of the NWO. He created the NWO, and they did the turn at Bash at the Beach. No one saw that coming. They were literally throwing trash into the ring. They were literally people off of their rocker because of what happened. We think about some of the iconic moments. WrestleMania 18 in 2002 when he faced The Rock. You know, the matchup that was two of the biggest stars that have ever entered the wrestling industry and transcended the wrestling industry. Just the energy. I believe that was in Toronto. Correct me if I'm wrong. Just off the top of my head. The face to face, the energy in the crowd. Heel Hogan, babyface Rock. Rock goes over. Hogan, I think, put on one of the best matches of his career. I think this is one of the best WrestleMania matches of all time. I think on WWE's list, they have it at 3. I'm not mad at that. That was a hell of a match, a hell of a moment. We talk about moments in wrestling. We talk about things you will never forget, things that will live with you forever. That is something that will live personally with me forever. You think about the face-offs with WrestleMania, Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania 3 against Andre the Giant, the body slam, the scoop slam, heard around the world, even though that wasn't technically the first time that Andre the Giant was body slammed by Hulk Hogan. The memorable feuds with Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Randy Savage. You know, these may be a little bit before some of our times, but these are things that you have to think about. And we have to get to a point where we separate the man Terry Bollea from the character Hulk Hogan. You know, we think about, oh, you know, he's MAGA. He likes Donald Trump. I don't like him. Oh, he's a Republican. Oh, he was at the Republican National Convention doing a gimmick, ripping off his shirt, which I thought was great. It was entertaining. I was sports entertained. You know, we got to get to a point. And KD, you hit it right on the head with the comment you said, comment of the day. You know, this is sudden, whether you liked him or not. You don't ever, first and foremost, want to wish death upon anybody. You don't want to do that. We don't have that power. We don't have that jurisdiction. We are not worthy in our own lives to cast that onto someone else. We don't live in the state of perfection. You can't throw stones living in a glass house. And we all live in glass houses, if we're being honest. We all have our flaws. We all have our things that we are not the greatest at, things we fall short at. You know, I'm going to get into a little bit of the controversy. I'm going to get into a little bit of that because I do have all that I want to play, but I do want to finish this article. So uh, he's an icon, nevertheless. Nevertheless, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2005 and removed in 2015 after a scandal erupted over racist comments. Like I said, I'm going to play them while he was being secretly recorded during a sexual encounter. The clip, which I have, we'll play that in a second. But then in 2020, he was inducted as part of the NWO class in the WWE Hall of Fame. So he was a 2-time WWE Hall of Famer. WWE did release a statement on Hulk Hogan's death, and I quote, they said, one of pop culture's most recognizable figures, Hulk Hogan helped achieve WWE, that is, global recognition in the 1980s. WWE extends condolences to Hogan's family, friends, and fans. 2024, I talked about the Republican National Convention. He did the theatrics. He did the whole gimmick with the shirt. In 1982, we can't forget, played in Rocky 3, played Thunderlips. He started No Holds Barred, Suburban Commando, and Mr. Nanny. So like I said, he transcended the business as well. The VH1 show, Hogan Knows Best, with his family, his wife at the time, Linda, Nick, and Brooke, daughter and son. he had a plethora of surgeries. You know, they said he had no original body parts left. You got to take what Hogan said a lot of times with a grain of salt, but you can tell he was battered and bruised. Last time he spoke to TMZ back in May, they said he was launching the Real American Freestyle Amateur Wrestling League with Eric Bischoff. I believe Kurt Angle was on commentary. The first event was scheduled, still scheduled, for August 30th on Fox Nation. So that is a streaming service. I believe they got like 600, 700 tickets so far. So regardless of how you feel about Hulk Hogan, the story, the fabric of pro wrestling, the fabric of WWE would not be what it is without Hulk Hogan. I got a very special guest joining me. He's here. He's backstage. I got him on. It's the show you need to watch. The one and only Juggernaut Show, repping that Chiefs Kingdom. Let's bring him up. Let's show some love to the one, the only Juggernaut. He's going to join me, give his thoughts. Jugs, what's going on, man?
What is going on, Byron? Yeah, some shocking news this morning. Like I woke up, went on social media, like Hulk Hogan has passed away. Like one of my buddies texted me. He said that his girlfriend's gonna go as Hulk Hogan for go as Hulk Hogan on Halloween. I got like, what? Like this was before like I went on social media and stuff. Like what? Gonna go as that racist? Gonna go as that person? And I got like, I don't like Hulk Hogan. He's a racist and all that. Like, listen, despite what you think of Hulk Hogan, he's really he's transcended wrestling. He's made wrestling back in the 80s. Made it popular. Because if Hulk Hogan wasn't around, who knows what wrestling would have been like. He's really transcended wrestling and really made it. What did Queen Mia say? She said he took wrestling global. He took wrestling global. He really did. And he's really changed a lot of things in the business. But yeah, it's just crazy to see that he passed away at 71. What he passed away from?
Cardiac arrest. So he had neck
a heart
surgery.
attack.
Yeah, had a neck surgery back in May. He was recovering from, and then it was like rumors the past couple of weeks about him being on his possible deathbed, but then they shot it down. And then out the blue, you hear Hulk Hogan passed away. I thought it was not real for a second because you get all these hoaxes now and all these things you see, like I said, on social media. You got to watch what you click. But yeah, I saw it and I was like, then anytime now, sadly, anytime you see TMZ post something, it's kind of like, oh, must be legit,
Yeah.
So I do want to play the clip. It's a little vulgar, it's a little racist. I know he got controversy for it, but I believe Alex said it in the chat. It's crazy how this works. 10-year anniversary of the recording being published, and then he passes away.
That's crazy.
Let me do this. Let's do this. Let's play the 911 call, which isn't really much of a call, but they do have the audio from TMZ. I just had it up. Let me pull that up, and then we'll go from there. Then I'll play the clips of the controversy, and we know all of that stuff there. So let's play the 911 clip real quick first. This is courtesy of TMZ Sports. It's not very much, but we'll play it for you. Let's see here, and there you go.
Fire Tower Bravo, Rescue 46, LR 45, Engine 46, cardiac arrest. Rescue 46, LR 45, Engine 46, Fire Tower Bravo.
Yeah, so basically not much there. Clearly they were blocking out a lot. I guess they didn't want to give too much of the information of, where he was at, his address, things like that, which we get. Having that audio, and then let's get to the clips of the controversy of Hulk Hogan saying what he said about, I believe this was his daughter, Brooke, at the time dating a black guy. So.
Black guy, yeah, exactly.
Yes. And it's funny of who's in the picture with them too. So it's funny how they did that. Here we go. There it is.
Oh, good old Vinnie Mac.
I was fucking the black guy's son. Would have been hanging out. I caught them holding hands together on Twitter. Close to I was walking. Okay. I'm not a double standard type guy. I'm a racist to a point. Yeah. There's then when it comes to nice people, we all are that way. Yeah, but when it comes to nice people, you can't say. I don't give a fuck shit. I don't care. I'm a football player, a basketball player, if we're gonna talk percentages, let's see the original. The kid is a multi-billionaire, right? So it gets to the point where.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan And then I think he had a controversy with his son where it was like an accident. I think a drunk driving situation. I think they were trying to like blame the other people or like it was a lot of things that Hogan did that were not morally correct. I'm not going to sit up here and try to defend him, but I think we have to separate the man from the character, and it's never good to, like I said, we can't wish death on anybody. We're not God. We're not the person that has the power to dictate that. We're fucked up in our own right. You know, I mean, how many of us get up and go to
I
work
mean,
every day for people
listen here.
we hate?
Everybody, commits sins. Okay, everybody does wrong, and if you think you're perfect in this world, you're completely wrong. Because we're all, even the people. Okay, like I don't, I don't want to get like all political here,
Yeah,
but
go ahead, do your
but
thing,
the
man.
people, that go to church, they go like, oh, they're thinking all that they're all great and stuff, but no, they're probably committing sins too. Everybody commits sins. Like I said, there's no perfect people in the world. But yeah, I just want to tell that. Get that
No,
off
you're
my
right,
chest
man.
here.
Because I say it all the time, man. And I don't want to make this a black and white thing, a racist thing, whatever. How you feel? I mean, how many people have I worked for in my life? And I'm just speaking for me as a black guy. How many people have I worked for? Bosses that I had that may not like me because of the color of my skin. They may have not outwardly said it, but how do I know what they said when they went home? But there are things that we do. There are things that we put up with because we have to do to survive in life. And unfortunately, it's the way of the world. It is what it is. It's not going away. You just have to look at it from, okay, this is a part of a lot of people's childhood that will never change. As you
And
mentioned,
also, you got to think about the generation he grew up in. Like in the 1950s. You got to think about that. All the different segregation laws and all that were coming through. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just but nobody's perfect in this world, and despite the things that he said, like I mean, I would never come out and say that publicly, but I'm not racist. I like all people. I'm a people lover.
you can say it, Jokes. You have black friends. You have black friends.
I do got black friends. That's why I'm on here. That's why I'm on here. I listen to Travis Scott.
Yes, you listen to more hip hop than me. I will say it. You do.
I listen to about anything because I like to have a wide open view to a lot of things. I don't like to be one sided.
Right.
I like my basketball. I like my football. Hey,
Yes.
I like black people. I do.
But it's funny because like you guys said, it was global because if he does not do what he did in WWE, who's to say WWE doesn't go out of business? Because who would have been that guy that would have been able to take the company where it needs to be at the time? Because I don't know who would have been back then. I mean, his reach, and let's not forget, he was in New Japan. I'm looking at some of his information from 1980 to 1983. He went by Ichiban, which translates to number one. He first appeared in Japan in 1980 while still with the WWF. So this is the territory days as well. So he went against guys like Abdullah the Butcher. He used a lot of different types of moves. So we know Hogan, a lot of people say, oh, Hogan couldn't wrestle. But if you look at some of his New Japan work, he did a lot of variety of different types of moves. He got different styles. Comes back to WWF at the time in 1983. Then that's when you get Hulkamania as well. Just some of the accolades as well. I just want to touch on those. But I mean, six-time champion in WWE. He was the first person to win the Royal Rumble back-to-back years. Can't forget that as well. So, I mean, Jugs, I mean, you think about the match with The Rock. I mean, what are some of your moments you think about? I mean, just from a wrestling perspective. I said the greatest heel turn of all time at the Bash of the Beach.
Mm-hmm. The one that always comes to mind is him body slamming Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. Or the another, like you even mentioned the one at WCW, with him turning heel at Bash at the Beach. What year was that? 1995, 96. I think it was 96.
96.
Yeah, 96 with him turning heel there. That's another one. That's because you never thought. I never thought that Hulk Hogan would have ever turned heel in the day. I never would have thought that because he's a white meat baby face. Wearing that gold and yellow. And speaking of, I had to wear some gold and yellow in my video today. I had to wear a little bit of that. I mean, gold and red.
Jugs Hogan
over here. I tell you, eat your vitamins and say your prayers, brother.
Yes, yes.
And you got to think about all the WrestleMania matches that he had, like against Macho Man Randy Savage, Ultimate Warrior. He's really made people fans of wrestling. So
Yes, yes. And like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of intrigued when he said he was launching this new wrestling promotion, Jugs. I know it's on like Fox Nation, but it's like him, Bischoff. It's like, I don't know, it's freestyle wrestling, but
hey,
let's get
get 47 a part of that.
why not? Why not? We got Brother Thoughts in the building, checking in from his car. I think he's good to go. I'm gonna wait for his thumbs up before I bring him up. Up, he's good to go. Brother Thoughts in the building. We got all the people checking in, so I appreciate everybody checking in. Show some love for the one and only Brother Thoughts. Let's bring him up.
Hey, can y'all see me? Can y'all hear?
Yes, we can hear
good,
you from the car, brother. How you feeling?
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was gonna do a video about it later, but the way work is going on right now, I don't think I'm gonna make it home on time to make any videos about this stuff. So I figured I'd just jump on with you guys.
Hey man, we appreciate you, man. What's your thoughts, man? I don't want to keep you too long. I know you're busy.
Man, yeah, it's interesting. For a couple of reasons. Given what he contributed to like WWE and wrestling as a whole, it wouldn't be what it is today. At the end of the day, like as far as him being a superstar involved in Hollywood and all these different things, it wouldn't be what it is today. But it's like moments like this make things very interesting. I've seen from a lot of people how they respond to something like that. Given he did was messed up, I don't agree with that. The stuff he said and did, whatever. But I've seen a lot of people celebrating it, and it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting mindset to see people have at this point in time. Again, I don't agree with what he did, but it's okay to just not care. But I've seen people go all the way to the side to say, hey, this is the greatest day of my life. This is the greatest moment for him to die because of what he did. And it just makes you ask a lot of questions. Like, we have people, let's see, rappers or whatever, that physically have killed people, right? In our communities, in our neighborhoods. And we have t-shirts for them when they pass away that say, hey, we're missing you, right? RIP, all that stuff. But Hulk Hogan, I don't know why people are celebrating his death. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it's just weird to me to have that mentality about him passing away, you know. But yeah, it's shocking. And that's the third person we got this week already. We already had Malcolm. We got Malcolm. We had Ozzy. Now it's Hulk Hogan. So it's really strange this week how everything is going.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like I said, it's just thinking about it, man. Any favorite moment of yours from Hogan? Any match? I said the Rock match was always iconic.
The Rock was obviously iconic. What Jug said as far as him slamming Andre the Giant, the heel turn, one of the biggest heel turns of all time. Um, you know, I have a couple. I wasn't really the biggest Hulk Hogan fan, but I was more of a Ricky Steamboat, Macho Man Randy Savage, Jake the Snake type person. But I do realize what he contributed to pro wrestling to get it to where it is right now. I can't deny him of those things.
And then obviously the famous Hogan creative control narrative. I think back in 25 years ago in WCW when he refused to lose to Jeff Jarrett, and then I think Jeff Jarrett just laid down and then let him pin him. So some of those moments, you think about some of the goofy. I know we complain about wrestling now, but it was a lot of wild stuff back in those days.
Another
and then when he
thing
wrestled
that
Shawn
comes to mind.
Michaels.
Yes, yeah. When he was that SummerSlam? I think that was at SummerSlam, wasn't it?
Yeah, when Shawn Michaels oversold every single move that happened there, that was
that was like a
so
SummerSlam
funny.
05. Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, it was so funny. That had
That
me
was
crying,
funny.
laughing still to this day.
Another memory that comes to mind when he when he became like when he was owning like controlling TNA like the GM. What wasn't owning it?
I forgot about the TNA run. You're right. Yeah, yeah.
In 2010. Oh my god, that was kind of atrocious, but I mean it made for some interesting television. Because like when they were going up head to head against like Monday Night Raw, I thought that was actually pretty cool because like, oh man, because like what do I want to watch more? Do I want to watch Raw? Do I want to watch TNA? Surprisingly, I stuck with like watching TNA because like there were some like better matches that were going on over there, like AJ Styles and Kurt Angle on like that first ever episode, Monday night of TNA. I thought that was interesting, but yeah, you can't forget about that. He's really what's the word I'm trying to think of? Transcended professional wrestling. Yeah, that's a good word. He transcended the business.
Yeah, like you said, the heel turn just was, crazy. The NWO people still wear NWO shirts to this day, and will continue to do so. And doing the symbols, the wolf pack and all that stuff. So, I mean, it sucks.
Yeah.
It sucks. It sucks. And then like you said, brother, thoughts this week just been back to back to back every day, and then me
Yeah.
at least, I sit back like, damn, how much time do we really have? You don't have to be old, you don't have to be young. It's just like when your number's called, there's not really much you can do about it.
When your name is on that page, that's winter time. That's
Yeah,
winter
yeah,
time.
seriously,
That's winter time.
seriously.
I mean, we're all
Yeah.
human out here, like, and those, people, out here, even though you are famous, they're still human. They're trying to make a living, just like all of us out here. We're all human at the end of the day.
And I think
Yeah.
the interesting part is like all three people are different types of people. Like Hulk Hogan, you got a lot of people who don't like him. Malcolm, you had a lot of people who loved him, and the Ozzy Osbourne people are kind of in between. So it kind of really doesn't matter what type of person you are. We still got a moment we're going to check out at some point in time. Like it makes no exceptions for nobody. So it just makes you think about your mortality and just how you're like walking through everyday life, how you're treating people, what type of thing you're leaving behind if tomorrow would be or today would be your last day. So it just makes you think about all of that stuff. And then it just reminds us we're getting older too. So these are all people, that we kind of grew up on one way or another, whether you were watching the Cosby Show or in the Black Sabbath or watching wrestling from WCW, WWF or whatever. So it's interesting.
Yeah, and remember his only tag team championship was with Edge. I just remembered that as well.
Yep.
His reign was with Edge as well. So some crazy times there. I remember he put over Brock Lesnar. That was like a cool moment. That was like passing the torch as well. So it's been a crazy week. I'm sure SmackDown tomorrow will be more Hogan centric. I'm sure it'll probably be more of a tribute show of some degree. I don't know. I'm curious of how they're gonna walk that line, brother. Thoughts? I'm
Yeah,
curious.
that's gonna be very interesting because I don't know how that crowd's gonna react to that.
Where are they at tomorrow?
I think they're in. Where are they?
Let me look it
I'm
up.
gonna look it up.
Yeah.
I think they're in. No, they're not.
Because given how they reacted to him when he came out with Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe
So
they're in a Republican state tomorrow. Maybe that'll help.
I'll tell you where they're at. Give me a second. I'm looking it up.
I don't know, man.
Because if they do it, then people will be mad. But if
They
don't,
are from
then people will be mad.
Cleveland,
So it's
Ohio
like,
tomorrow night.
Cleveland,
Ohio.
They might be okay.
I think they're a blue state.
I don't. That's a. The Midwest is kind of tricky. That.
Yeah, I
those
mean,
swing
you got
states.
a little bit of
Little bit of
you got
both.
a little bit of both in there.
Yeah, I'm curious because we're on the road to SummerSlam, which is literally next week. But then you have something like this happen, and we already know SmackDown as it is has been kind of hit or miss with a lot of stuff. And I mean, it's been slow. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. They got to. I don't know if they got to make Cody come out and do it, or like they got to have the person that's the least hated there.
I mean, you definitely gonna see at the beginning of the show, like him, when he passed away and stuff, all that, So you're gonna see that at the intro.
I'm
They're gonna turn the mics on the crowd all the way down at that point. They're gonna have to keep them out.
I think, like Jug said, we'll get the tribute, we'll get the graphic, we'll probably get like a 10-bell salute, maybe. I mean, because a lot of these people today, man. I mean, Hulk Hogan is just what you aspire to be as a wrestler. You want to break out of that box because you want to be remembered for obviously what you do outside the ring as well. Remember Rocky? I talked about a little bit earlier. Rocky 3. He was in those movies. He was really a Rock or Dave Bautista or John Cena before these guys came into it. So I mean, his stuff with Mr. T at WrestleMania and all of that. I mean, so many iconic moments just that we can go on all day about. But I just wanted to hop on and talk about it because I didn't expect it. So I mean, I mean, anything else for you, brother? Thoughts? I know you're in between. I know you're working.
I will say, I mean, he didn't have to mess up that Three Ninjas movie like that though. I'll never let that go. He didn't have to mess up that Three Ninja movie like that, man. That was crazy. I was mad as a kid, but outside of that, I don't really have much else to add, man. They just, hopefully people are mature about what's happening. I'm not saying everybody got to be sad. Nobody really has to care. They don't have to care, but just. I don't know, man. Celebrating it is just, I don't know. It don't sit well with me. It's weird.
Yeah, that doesn't sit well with me either. Like celebrating it.
Yeah, to each their own, though. People gonna do what they want to do. I can't control the internet. I never tried to, but
Yes.
I don't know, man. This one's a weird one.
Yes, very divisive. And like KD said, we've lost Razor Ramon. Only one we got left out of them is Kevin Nash.
Kevin
Obviously
Nash,
Eric Bischoff is still there, but it's crazy to think about that.
That is crazy.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, man, crazy.
Whew.
Yeah. And then Iron Sheik was last year, like we said. Razor Ramon was last year, so it was like just seeing these people that you grow up or you see, like, oh, these are legends, and then they start fading away, and then you're like, well, what is there really left? Because they're the superstars larger than life. If this can happen to them, what happens to us? So
Hey, you know what? They're up
crazy.
there wrestling right now. They're wrestling up in heaven right now. They're having their Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan
Iron
is
Sheik,
slamming.
Iron Sheik.
Iron Sheik is going. He's getting his revenge. He goes like, "Fuck Hulk Hogan."
Oh yeah, they fighting right now.
They're fighting right now. They're in a wrestling ring right now.
Yes, yes. Brother,
Yeah,
thoughts?
they
I know you
fighting
got to
right
get
now.
back to your day, man. How can they keep up with you, man? And anything you're doing on your channel? I know we'll see you tomorrow for SmackDown, and we might be on there tonight. I know we
Yeah, I'll
might
be
be
here for. Oh, y'all doing something tonight?
We might be doing it. I know Leo wants to do something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But tomorrow for SmackDown for sure.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I'll be watching Fantastic Four tonight. But
Oh yeah, see, there
yeah,
you go.
Shit, it's Fantastic Four does come out. I might have to. I might have to postpone with Leo. I don't know.
It's a lot going on this week.
no,
You
don't do
got
that to Leo.
SummerSlam coming up.
Don't do that to Leo. But yeah,
But
I
yes,
mean, I don't have
yes.
much going on. I've been doing like these live reaction to SummerSlam matches with another channel called Wrestle Chop. So he has a Patreon that they'll be on. We do like 2 matches a week, so it'll be uploaded there. I got an interview with the Holy Podcast. That's exactly what they're called. I don't know when they're gonna upload that, but I'm trying to get the reps in to kind of get more content now. But work, we're getting closer to the school year starting, so everything's starting to ramp up. So I really don't have the time really to do as much content as I would love to do. But I'll probably sneak my computer in this building or something and then record something in one of the classrooms. I don't know, but yeah.
Appreciate the dedication, brother. Always love having you on, man. Anytime we can have you on, it always ups the level of the show, man. We'll definitely see you tomorrow for SmackDown. I know it'll be an interesting show to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hot, bro.
Yeah, bro,
I'm
it's
burning
here
up.
too. It's here too, man.
It's hot
Turn
here
that
too.
air on, man. Turn that air on.
Yeah, I gotta turn the car on.
It's Jugs is here. That's why I'm making it hot. I'm making it hot.
I'm in here trying to save my stuff like
Yes,
Oh,
he
man.
is working.
All right,
Yes,
man.
appreciate
Thank
it,
y'all for
man.
having me on.
Appreciate
I
it, man.
appreciate
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir. Anytime, man. Jugs, any final thoughts,
right.
any recollections, anything going on as you want to leave the people with as we get ready to get out of here for now?
Yeah, no, it's just like, despite what you think about Hulk Hogan, you got people, in the middle. Like I said, we're all people at the end of the day. Just trying to make a living. That's what we're trying to do. And wrestling's, he made wrestling really popular. Like I said, you guys can keep up with the channel right now. The Juggernaut Show. We got SummerSlam coming up. I'm going to be doing some retro reviews of SummerSlams on my channel. I'm going to be reviewing the 1994 SummerSlam. I think that's when you had both Undertakers on there. You had 2 Undertakers. I believe that's the SummerSlam. Maybe I might be wrong, but I will be reviewing that on my channel. I got some more watch alongs to do with you guys as well.
SummerSlam preview and predictions probably next week. I'm sure we'll be doing something for that. Two nights.
Hey, it's actually looking pretty good. I think it looks better than WrestleMania, to be honest. Look, just looking at the card.
I agree.
I think the best PLE of the year has been Evolution. WWE Evolution.
Oh yeah, WWE probably might be Evolution. Yeah, that'll be a fun conversation.
Also, Elimination Chamber was really good this year. I really enjoyed the Elimination Chamber, and also your boy will be attending SmackDown on September 5th in Chicago, Illinois. John Cena's with his farewell tour, his final appearance in Chicago, Illinois, and I'll be his opponent. Yes, I'll be facing him on the retirement tour. I'll be coming out. I'll be a surprise appearance, and I'll be facing him at Crown Jewel. Yes, that's happening. I'm going to be going to Perth, Australia. I'll be facing him. He won't see it coming.
Yes. Judge, let him know your channel one more time, man. Let him know how to keep up with you.
Yeah, the Juggernaut Show right down there. And also you guys can keep up with me on social media platforms on X and Instagram at the True JSB. And also go ahead and go follow me on TikTok, the Juggernaut Show as well. A lot of content. I'm going to be trying to get into making more content on the regular, but yeah, got a lot of wrestling. Got a lot of wrestling to watch. This is so much. And then also football's coming back. We had training camp starting.
Bro, we need to play like cloned or something. I don't know how we're gonna do all this content.
It's just crazy.
Yes.
I might make some football content maybe this weekend. Might go to training camp. Might try to get some footage.
Nice.
But my boy over on the Instant Classic Wrestling podcast, he lives out in North Carolina. He got to talk to Bryce Young. He got one-on-one conversation with him. He tried to get some footage of that, but nobody was recording. So, but it wasn't on record. But he did talk to Bryce Young, which is pretty cool because he works for this TV station over in North Carolina. And he goes like, "Hey, you want to talk to Bryce Young?" He said, "Why not?" But yeah, football's coming back. Got a lot of wrestling. It's just nonstop of sports and entertainment.
Yes, and that's what we try to bring you here on the Flex Zone. Like I said, we may be live later. We'll keep you posted. Hit that bell, hit the notification bell, so you know when we're all live. Usually we're all doing something together as well, especially for these watch-alongs. Friday, we're back at it with SmackDown, and next week, a lot of SummerSlam content on all of our channels. Just with the watch-alongs, the retro reviews, match previews, a preview where we'll all be together live talking about the matches. We were live for AW. We were live for Slammiversary. Joe was with me for the preview and predictions. Slammiversary. We were live for Raw, NXT. As mentioned, AEW will be live for SmackDown tomorrow. And more content on each of our channels. Check our brother thoughts as well. If you haven't hit the like button, hit that. Vote on the poll. Join. Hit the memberships. It's lunchtime. I'm going to try to get some nourishment in my body. Thank you, Jugs. Thank you, brother thoughts. Thank you, everybody in the chat. We are getting out of here. We may see you a little later. If not, once again, rest in peace to Hulk Hogan at the age of 71. Unfortunately, rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner as well, and Ozzy Osbourne. A crazy week, nonetheless. But like we always say, Jugs, pro wrestling, it kind of is our escape. It brings us all together when we're having hard, rough times. So we look forward to that this weekend. And moving forward, man. Any final thought? Get the last word.
Yeah, I don't really got much final thoughts to say. Treat people, how you want to be treated in this world. Because you want to have a positive impact in this world. So, like I said, because you never know when it's your last time. Because Hulk Hogan's age of 71. Age is just a number. You never know. Because you could go tomorrow. Who knows when you're gonna go? When your name is on that page, that's when it's your time. Because and despite and also who. What you think about, with your religious beliefs and stuff, there's nobody powerful than God. So, I don't want to get into too much of religious stuff, but yeah.
For sure. No, I feel you, man. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Make sure if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell. If you're on X, join us on YouTube, the Mothership. We'll see you later. More content, lots of content on the channel to keep you busy throughout the week. And as we get ready for a big week of SummerSlam next week, which will probably all be live pretty much every day. So, Jugs, hear these thoughts. Everybody in the chat, we're getting out of here. Have a good day, everybody. Rest in peace once again to Hulk Hogan. Hopefully, his loved ones and family can heal in their own time, but definitely prayers to them as well. We'll see what SmackDown does tomorrow, and we'll see you the next time we are live here on the Flex On Podcast. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, everybody.